Brenner Mills, Minnesota Vikings. Just want to win one before I die.
Dalton Zongrecker, Dallas Cowboys. Just trying to earn a little respect.
Lane Cooner, the conductor of the Baker train.
You boys smell that? You boys smell it? Smells like football season. Smells like
fantasy football season.
Oh my God, it's here. It's right around the corner. Right about now is about the time that most of the boys are gathering around to start deciding the draft order. Oh, who's gonna be where? Who's gonna be what?
I'm
And
curious.
Those of you who are smart will start looking at who am I going to be picking with those picks. And that's what we are here to start getting into. Today will be the 2025 premiere of our first fantasy football mock draft. We're doing 10-team, half PPR, 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 2 receiver, flex, tight end, kicker, defense, standard league. Very, very simple. Not going to get anything too crazy. We'll do some dynasty stuff later on down the road. But for today, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to be drafting on Sleeper. It's just the 3 of us and the computer. So we'll each get a draft pick. We're going to decide off the wheel in a second, and then we'll get into the draft. So let's pull up the wheel. So throw us over here. Throw the wheel up on screen. So 1 through 10. I will go first. Click on the wheel. So this will decide my selection, which will be number 10. Okay, so we're going to go over to, so we're going to remove 10, go over here. I'm going to claim team 10. We're going to go back to the wheel. Spoon, you're up. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
On
the wheel.
I don't like picking in the middle.
Spoon will get pick number
1.
Oh my God, that's so funny. He literally said, I don't really want pick number 1.
I don't at all.
He goes, let's do the wheel to decide because I don't want pick number 1, he said. And he's going to go ahead and claim Spoon. Go ahead and claim team 1 for us. Show us all claim team number 1.
We are on opposite ends here,
right.
man. So
Dalt,
I don't really have to worry about you stealing my players or
where will Dalt land?
It's gonna be
Let's
like 2.
see. Pick number
Go 3.
Three.
There you go.
God.
Pick
I was gonna say, I
number
don't want him
3.
picking right behind me.
All right, so I'm in the clear. I just got to worry about the computer sniping picks from me.
Yeah, basically.
But you guys will. So I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit so that people can see a little better. Everybody see that just fine?
Yep, looks good.
This is kind of garbage because I'm gonna sit here and you guys are gonna be able to see all my stuff. This is BS.
Don't worry, I'm
not gonna put anybody in queue or anything. I just like going through and just.
Dalt, will you go ahead and claim team number 3 for us?
Oh yeah.
Real quick though, before we start the draft, I just want to go ahead and say if you guys have not been watching the reels, please watch our reels. We have been posting baseball bets daily. And I've been putting in hours and hours of time. That's probably why we're positive right now, sitting at 17-14 overall. 4-3 on the week so far. But man, there's some days I'm putting in 4 hours just to come up with 3 or 4 bets for you guys. So please,
we're gonna be doing
along.
it. As far as I know, Spoon plans to do this throughout the year. We're gonna, we'll move on to baseball bets. We'll move on to hockey bets. We'll move on to all the bets. Spoon's our bet guy. Spoon does all the bets.
I will find something. I will spend all my free time finding whatever I can find for you guys. So
we love it. We love it. All right, we ready to start drafting? Spoon, you ready?
Sure.
Let's go.
All right, Spoon. Okay, is on the clock.
And with this being a half PPR, I feel like you really need to go with either a receiving back or just a wide receiver in general. I don't see a reason why not to take Ja'Marr Chase here. It's probably between him and JJ. Man, I think I go with Ja'Marr Chase. Just take him off the board.
Ooh, all right, Dalt. You got your pick here. What are you thinking?
Well, as a layman, I've really only done fantasy like 2 years, and I haven't had a lot of experience with that. So right now I'm looking at JJ or B. Robinson. I'm looking at B. Robinson because he put up almost 250 points.
Little Bijan action?
Is that crazy? Is that crazy to go over Justin Jefferson?
If this wasn't a PPR league, I probably would have took Bijan number 1, if I'm being completely honest with you. But the fact that it's half PPR, that's what led me away. That's the only thing with me. But Bijan is a very good pick.
All right, so
Go
we're getting the
JJ.
computer here. We're going Gibbs,
Yep.
Neighbors, Lamb, St. Brown. Bijan falls to pick number 8.
That's
I'm gonna zoom out
crazy.
here. I guess it won't let me. So I gotta zoom.
But it
I
is
gotta-
half PPR, so you're going to see.
Hold
a lot
on.
of
I'm
wide
gonna edit the
receivers.
layout here. I'm gonna edit the
Okay.
layout. I'm gonna move us to the bottom of the screen so they can see the
Yep.
entire draft update.
And we can't.
layout.
Yeah.
There we go. There we
you
go. I fixed it. Don't worry. I fixed it. I did it. I fixed it because I know how to fix it because I know how to fix everything because I'm the best. Simply the best. Anybody will tell you that I'm the best.
All right.
All
well,
right. So throw that up. All right. We got a little bit of a. I have a little bit of a dilemma here.
I bet you do.
Um,
I mean, I see one pick for you for sure that you should just go ahead and snag. But
I mean, so I'm a big fan of get 2 studs and then fill in around the studs. Like get one position taken care of. Dial in that position and get it perfect where you're not going to have to worry. You're not going to have to search waiver wire for wide receiver and running back. So I'm going to go running back heavy here. And
Okay.
I'm going to go Derrick Henry and
Solid.
I'm going to go Ashton Jeanty.
okay, damn.
All right, so Dalton, before you
one
pick,
guy
we're
that
gonna
does
let
not
this
catch
play.
passes.
So Derrick Henry, going to see a large workload. There's a reason he fell to the back half of the first round because he doesn't have the pass catching capability, but Jeanty does, in my opinion. And I believe between the two of them, you're looking at 2 top 10 running backs. That's pretty much set in stone for me. Nico Collins, you get CJ Stroud's number 1. Brock Bowers, I believe he's probably going to go first as a tight end in most drafts with the amount of targets he's going to see in Las Vegas. Thomas Jr., good pick. Drake London.
I really like Drake London.
I'm
this year.
iffy on it. I'm iffy
So
on Drake
here's
London.
I was gonna bring him up. I was hoping that's who I would have definitely drafted if I was in the middle right there and like it was coming to me. I would have took him. So last year with Michael Penix in the year, he did his first game with him. He had 8 targets, but then 13 and 18 to end the season with Michael Penix. He's gonna get a shit ton of targets. That's all I'm
I
saying.
mean,
So the
Michael
guy,
Penix is going to throw a shit ton of interceptions then. That's what's going to
Yeah.
happen there.
so
yeah,
people,
I went with Terry McLaurin here.
Hey, Scary Terry. Nice, safe. Jaden Daniels.
so
Love it.
Yeah, being picked number 1 or 10, obviously you got to just grab the guys that you like because it's going to be a
Mhm.
while until you pick again.
Yep.
So one of the guys I was eyeing did kind of fall to me a little bit. Y'all are probably going to question it, but taking this guy at the back end of the
second
second round,
Who you looking? Who you looking?
I'm going to nab Christian McCaffrey and hope that he has a healthy season. Because if he has a healthy season, he's going to finish as a top 5 back in fantasy.
But if he doesn't,
you are taking
you're
the
not
risk
making
that
the
if he-
playoffs.
Yes.
You just skipped your second round pick, man.
But with me having the back-to-back, this is where you go with another running back to just in case that he doesn't.
You better go
Get
who I
out.
think you're going with.
I'm
You
not
can't
going
let him
Bucky
get any
Irving.
farther.
I'm not
Whoa,
going-
bro! You can't let him go any farther. People are gonna
Uh,
roast us for this. You gotta take him,
Who?
I don't want to take Bucky Irving.
Bucky Irving.
Not
People are
super
gonna
high.
roast us so hard if you don't take him.
I'm not super high on Bucky Irving this
Oh
year.
wow! wow.
I will say there are 2 that I'm kind of looking at. It is
Who you
tough.
going with?
It's really, really tough.
This is a mock draft. You don't think too hard.
I know.
You're not
I
stuck
know.
with this team.
That's true. So I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna reach a little bit because I know
Okay.
that if I don't get him now, I'm not gonna get
All right,
him.
then
And
reach.
it's Kyron Williams.
Okay, no, that's good. That's good. That's a lot of touchdowns. Probably not as many overall touches.
It's a
lot of
contract
touchdowns.
year 2, I
JSN,
believe.
Seattle number 1 receiver goes there. I like it. Dalt. So Dalt, you've
Because-
taken 2 receivers.
Well, see, that's one thing. I was going to go running back, but I'm looking at 2 tight ends going off the board, and now I'm worried that my number 1 tight end is going to be gone by the time.
Probably will be. But I don't think you can afford to pass up on a running back here. Your
No.
running backs
Yeah.
are very vital, very more
And
important
there's a
than tight
very
ends.
big drop because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 16, 15, 16 picks until I pick again. So that's 15 dudes that are going to.
and you have 3 really good options right there at running back.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you could pick any of the 3 that I'm seeing right now.
I'm gonna Get that
Bucky
one.
Irving, let's go.
Bucky
All right,
Irving,
you
there
didn't
you
fall
go.
too far.
Wow, Lamar Jackson in the 3rd round is
Tyreek,
hilarious.
Lamar and his rushing ability, that's got to be.
Oh, that has to suck for you, Brenner. I bet that pick before
Yeah.
you was who you really wanted there.
That is who I really wanted. I'm a big Lad McConkey guy. Big Lad McConkey guy.
So after, did you say all the picks?
I almost
Dalton
picked-
picked-
So
I
no,
almost
so we got
picked
Lamar,
Lad
we
McConkey.
got Josh Jacobs, T. Higgins going in the 3rd round, Jonathan Taylor, Lad McConkey, and I really should go. God, it's really tough for me because I really should go wide receiver here.
I know who I'd go with at wide receiver too. I see a name that I just love right there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it. I want him to pick it.
Let's see here. Oh God, this is tough. Oh God, you know who I'm gonna go with? You know who I'm gonna go with? Who I think's gonna have a big year.
Who?
DJ Moore.
Wow.
I think DJ Moore and
that
Caleb
is not who I thought.
in that offense gonna have a
Okay,
big
who
year.
else though?
Gonna have a big year there, and then I also think Brees Hall is gonna have a big year.
Wow. Nope,
I think
that is
Brees Hall's in.
not.
I think Brees Hall's in for a big year.
They're with the guy that I thought you were gonna take.
Rasheed
And that's
Rice?
Marvin Harrison.
Marvin
Mm.
Harrison Jr.
I think he could have a very big season this year.
I think he could too. Ben Johnson's a genius. Defending the Brees Hall pick, coming from Detroit, Aaron Glenn's going to run the football. He's going to run the football a lot, and you have a mobile quarterback, which is going to open up the run game even more. Justin Fields isn't a good passer, but he's a good playmaker.
Okay. So this actually just helped me make one of my
Evans
picks.
like it.
I
Devontae
really
Adams
Between
like
him,
it.
it was between him or Devontae Adams.
I was watching Evans, and if he would have fell to me, I probably would have
Bro,
taken him.
how's James Cook still on the board? I almost
That's
took him.
that. It was between James Cook and Mike Evans. I was hoping that both of those guys would fall to me, so I'm just going to go ahead and take my James Cook because I can still start McCaffrey, Kyron, and then if McCaffrey gets injured, I still got my 1-2 punch with Kyron
Yep.
Williams and James
Yep,
Cook.
I like
so
it.
I'm not
I like
really
it.
worried about that. That makes me really, really like the McCaffrey pick now.
All right.
Now I'm just looking. I don't like going tight end this early.
You're in round 5.
I am
This
in
is
round
prime 5 to 7 is prime tight end for me, baby.
It is, and I'm looking at George Kittle, but I know that I only have one receiver, so I feel like I need to go receiver here, but I just don't love who I'm
Me and
seeing
Spoon
at
have
receiver.
a very similar
Oh,
strategy. If you couldn't
We
tell,
do. We do.
Bro,
I
Courtland
don't-
Sutton.
I don't really love the receivers I'm seeing, though. Like Cortland Sutton, DK Metcalf, and Zay Flowers are the top 3.
Devontae Smith.
No, I'm not
No.
not in fantasy.
I like the DK pick.
the
DK's big.
The DK could be sketchy. There are some wide receivers a little further down that I like.
Waddle could be big.
I have some sleeper
Waddle had
ones.
the most dropped passes in the NFL.
So I
last year.
think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do something that I normally don't do, and I'm just going to take George Kittle. And I'm done
Okay.
with it.
Fuck
All right.
you.
Burrow goes. All right, Dalton, what you looking at here?
Well, now I gotta go tight end, and I feel like it's a pretty easy pick.
You don't have to.
You don't have
Yeah,
to.
no, I don't have to. But
Oh,
three
wow,
dudes-
Sam
three-
Sam
Laporta.
Laporta.
He goes Laporta. All right, Kenneth Walker, Alvin Kamara,
Either
Cortland
him or
Sutton,
Hawkinson.
Omari and Hampton, Connor, TJ goes right before me. Son of a! I told you.
Yeah,
I just got
that's
worried about the
sorry.
computer sniping picks. Golly. Oh
That
boy,
sucks,
Jalen
man.
Hurts falling to me in the
That is
Yeah.
true. So I think back to what you were
Ooh.
saying.
Joe Burrow.
Listen.
push
Back to
push.
what you were saying though. You are right. I think the 5th round is if you have a tight end or a quarterback that falls a few spots. I think that is the perfect time to take one of them, but don't take your tight end and your quarterback back to back. I think it's a good spot though to take Jalen Hurts there because I was looking at that too and he fell big time.
You know,
I actually
I'm
really like
taking
that.
2 receivers here that are on the lower end of the totem pole as far as wide receiver ones go. But as far as wide receiver ones go, they're going to get a lot of targets, and that's DK and DJ Moore. They're going to get lots of targets, which lots of opportunities.
Yep.
Montgomery, touchdown guy. Hubbard, all-around guy. Mixon,
Baker.
super underrated. Chris Godwin, always a huge target. Zay Flowers, Pro Bowl last year. Baker Mayfield, we know what he's been
Love
able to
that.
do, thrown for 40 touchdowns last year. Kind of a breakout season for him. See if he can repeat. Dalt, what do you got? 2 receivers. You kind of need a running back here.
Kind of do. Running back is very scarce right now though.
Running
Yeah,
back
I do
or
need a
a
running
or a
back.
Mahomes.
See, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking either running back or
Pacheco is on the board. Aaron Jones is on the board.
I don't think this is a spot where you need to go quarterback though, because when you look at the other two teams behind you, one of them already took their quarterback, so you don't even worry about team 2 taking one. I
And
took
the other
a tight
one's
end,
Spoon, who doesn't take quarterbacks until round 12.
and I've already told you that I'm not taking a quarterback, so I wouldn't waste your pick here on a
Could be
quarterback.
lying.
You can get a quarterback. I'm not taking Mahomes. No.
Yeah, he's gonna take Bo Nix like a real guy.
I would rather take a running quarterback than Patrick Mahomes.
I'm looking at Pacheco. How much time I got left? I got a minute. I'm looking at Pacheco, but he is coming off of an injury. He was injured last year. Jones, I mean, he's looking pretty good. Or Harvey. I know he's a rookie.
I like the Harvey pick.
I was about to say.
I don't. Not after the signing the other day.
The signing is not gonna. It's not gonna take that many carries away. As old as
only 50% of them.
That's not gonna be a 50-50 committee. I can already tell you that. What happened last year with Dobbins. He showed his age a little bit into the season, and that he started out great, and then
just saying
halfway through shit the bed. RJ Harvey is going to help you win a league.
All right. Oh, wow. RJ Harvey is going to help you win a league.
At the end of the season, he could.
Xavier Worthy,
has
Pat
potential.
Mahomes top target, or a Pat Mahomes top target, not the top target.
So
Spoon?
I passed on wide receivers, and I really don't. My phone's ringing. What the hell?
Whoa.
Oh, it's a scam. Oh, don't you love that? Okay, anyway, I passed on receivers, and I really don't hate how this has approached me here. Because I have a guy here that I kind of like, kind of don't like, and I can just pair him up with the other guy that I do really like this year to get a bunch of targets. And my first one's Chris Olave. Yes, I understand, but New Orleans has got to throw the ball to somebody, and they're going to throw the ball to Chris Olave.
No, they don't.
They do.
No,
they're going to throw the ball to somebody.
They got to try to throw the ball to somebody. That don't mean it's going to make it there.
My second one's a little tough. There's two guys that really stand out. They both could pop off. It's going to come down to – okay, here's my deal. I'm looking at Jameson Williams and I'm looking at Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy would be my pick right now if I knew that Joe Flacco was going to be the starting quarterback, because I know that Joe Flacco is going to get the ball to Jerry Jeudy. But if it's Kenny Pickett, I don't trust Jerry Jeudy. So I'm going to go with Flacco starting, and that will make me like the Jerry Jeudy pick.
Okay.
More.
All right. Dalt, you're back around. What do you got? George Pickett.
I knew he was going to take it. He's got to take a Cowboy at some point, man.
Yeah, have to.
I saw him there. I was like,
all right. Now we got. I got some guys. I got some guys on the board. I need depth at both running back and receiver. I'm not taking Jameson Williams. I think he's in for a huge down year. I'm going to scroll down here. Khalil Shakir, Josh Allen top target.
Don't hate that at all.
Taken, and then I'm gonna take Travis Kelce in the 8th round. I feel like that's really good value there out of a tight end.
Good value, honestly.
Wow, the running back streak just went, and I am loving
Jones,
it.
Pollard, Judkins, Henderson.
We got some receivers falling right now.
Dalt, who you thinking? I lowered the time to fit to a minute because we're taking too long. We're already at 18 minutes into this video, so we're kind of taking a little while, so I lowered the time.
I'm looking at Ted.
Yeah, I mean, he's a rookie. He's got Bryce Young. Bryce Young looked really good last year to end the season. It's a viable pick.
Yeah, I think Bryce Young's gonna have a good year.
If you didn't take Ted, I was gonna take Ted.
So DeAndre Swift in that offense will be really nice. Spoon.
Yep. So here, no quarterbacks stand out to me. Almost everybody has a quarterback besides two people. I'm not worried about it. So I'm just gonna keep drafting my team. I'm pretty even right now. I kind of want to go with the risk. If Tet didn't go, I was also looking at this 2 wide receivers here. I'm looking at Calvin Ridley and Travis Hunter. And I do believe Travis Hunter is going to get a lot of work at the wide receiver position. So give me Travis Hunter in the 8th.
Okay. What's that?
And then
running back wise.
Did you already take a tight end?
You did. Kittle.
I did. I took Kittle.
George Kittle. That's right.
So running back wise, I'm going to reach a little bit here and take a guy that I really like because I don't know what's going to be going on.
You're taking Javonte Williams?
No.
Okay, cool.
I'm taking Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh.
Oh, wow. I like it.
I like that.
Najee, Caleb Johnson, then Najee Harris by the computer. What a
Yeah.
duo. All right, Dalton, what are you thinking?
Probably need to go running back here, huh?
Just you got Najee Harris sharing it with Amari and Hampton.
You
I don't
got two
trust
running
that.
backs, so you kind of need running back depth. You got your starters, but you need some depth. So what you thinking? Running backs: Brian Robinson, Jalen Warren, Travis Etienne, Ramondre, Javante.
Probably
Not a whole lot of
Jalen.
starters left.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Let's see. Just because I want to make sure my teams are different. Because last year when I drafted a lot from the same team, and some of the bye weeks were not looking good for Dalt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh.
All right, you got Jalen Warren in there. All right,
Yeah.
we got Ayuk, Ridley, Myers, all good options. Evan
I
Ingram, I think,
was-
poised for a big year.
I was looking at Ridley and
Robinson,
Myers
Reed.
too.
All right, so I got 3 and 3, 1 and 1. So I can kind of go anywhere here. I'm not really pinned. And I am going to go Stephon Diggs. Oop. Give me Stephon Diggs, not click on Stephon Diggs. And then I'm going to look. And
Draft backup.
yeah, I was looking.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna like Cooper Kupp. These are the rounds where you can afford to take older guys that might not pan out the way you think.
Take
And
the
this is-
gamble.
Take a gamble. You don't take a gamble in the second round like Spoon on Christian McCaffrey. You take it in the 10th on Cooper Kupp like Brenner.
Well, whenever you draft Kyron Williams, James Cook, and Caleb Johnson to go with Christian McCaffrey, you're doing
Brock
pretty damn
Purdy.
good.
Oh,
Purdy.
looking
I was gonna-
Purdy.
I was gonna pick Bo Nix.
Ew,
So
disgusting.
with all the quarterbacks being taken, I'm not worried about a quarterback. Every
Spoon doesn't
single-
believe
every-
quarterbacks win fantasy football.
Every single team has a quarterback. I'm not worried about it. There's a couple guys I like here. I
do you think?
really like Josh Downs here in the 10th round. I think that's a great pick. And then
You think Daniel Jones is going to be the guy?
could be. And then I'm going to take a chance on a little sleeper here, and I'm just going to go Javonte Williams for the Cowboys.
Okay. That's a good risk it for the biscuit pick.
Yeah, I mean, that's my 5th running back. I think that's
Yep.
very good value.
Jared Goff goes. Dalt, who you
There
think?
goes the backup quarterback.
Hmm.
I never would have thought I'd see a backup quarterback
Now,
round.
man, and you guys are gonna think I'm crazy. I'm not gonna,
Probably.
I'm probably not gonna do it yet, but no, I'm
This
not
is
gonna
your
do it
team,
yet.
buddy. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, then I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be
Okay,
crazy
come on.
because
Be crazy
I'm
then.
crazy. So I'm gonna go because I do not want a single other person to have this pick, and I'm
All right,
going
then
to
do it.
pick him very early. Extremely
Wow,
kicker.
a kicker.
Okay.
Wow. That's a sin. That's
Looks
a
like
sin.
everybody's
We don't
drafting
think you're
backup
crazy.
quarterbacks.
We think you're dirty. It's dirty. It's disgusting.
I
Honestly,
have to have him,
I don't
I-
hate this.
Hate it. I
and
absolutely.
then I'm probably gonna go a backup quarterback.
All right. Well, you took Josh Downs. I'm gonna go with his partner in crime, and I'm gonna take Michael Pittman.
Go ahead. I want nothing to do with Pittman.
Touchdowns,
Nothing
baby.
to do with him. Nothing.
Touchdowns.
Yep. Didn't even get him last year for me. I want nothing to do with him.
And then I'm also gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take J.K. Dobbins.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we got a run of quarterbacks. We got a run of quarterbacks here.
So
Sure
normally
did.
somebody in my position who doesn't have a quarterback would be
You're not up.
freaking out.
Dalton's up.
I know.
Dalton's up. Oh,
I know
okay.
he is, but I'm just
Well,
saying where
let
I'm at.
Dalt go. He only
He'll
got a minute.
go.
Let him go. All right,
He
you
went
got
Dak.
Dak. Wow.
So yeah,
Go
normally
back.
somebody would be freaking out if they were in my position. Oh my God, so many quarterbacks going. I don't give a shit. There's still quarterbacks on this list that I really like, and I'm going to go
Drake
ahead and draft
May.
one of them now just because I can't let them keep falling. And yes, I'm going Drake May.
Mm-hmm. Knew it.
That's so risky, man.
It
You
is
can
risky.
put up 25 touchdowns and 10 interceptions with 4,000 yards, and you're losing your league because your quarterback averaged 14 points a game.
It is risky, but guess what? I
I like
have
I
I
like
have
it.
5 wide receivers. I have 5 running backs. I'm good with who I have. I have a bunch of really good guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and take 2 quarterbacks here because
Yeah,
why
that's-
not?
I would too. If I didn't have a quarterback.
And man, this is tough. I have 2 guys that I'm really eyeing here, but Brenner's really going to like my pick. I'm gonna go JJ
Yeah.
McCarthy.
Yeah, that was gonna be my pick. This is gonna
Okay.
be,
One,
I had
I'm going to
play
tell you
in-
right now, with May and
I
McCarthy.
like Coleman. But what were you saying?
I was going to say, with May and McCarthy, there's just so much upside with both of them. And
Yeah,
one of them is bound to be a top 10 fantasy receiver. One of them could easily be a top 10 fantasy quarterback.
Dalt, you got 2 picks here or 3 picks left. What are you thinking?
Mhm. Well, I gotta go. I think I gotta go a wide receiver here.
All right.
Because I'm not gonna be crazy and draft a defense yet, even though I want to. Yeah, but
Before round 14, you should pick neither kicker nor receiver or defense. All right.
Juwan Jennings.
Oh, Jawan Jennings, you took my guy. That's what I wanted.
That's a good late pick.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah,
That
he fell.
that was who I wanted. Now I'm kind of at a loss here.
Justin Fields.
Actually,
Oh,
He actually looks pretty good too.
I'm gonna go Hollywood Brown here for the
I
Chiefs.
don't hate it.
That's a really good value pick, I feel. And then kinda let's see here. Who do I think it's gonna be top notch? You know, I'm gonna go with the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm gonna take the
That
Eagles
was my
defense.
pick.
This
here
is
come the
probably
kickers.
where most people will be zoning out just because nobody cares about.
Yeah,
and
nobody
that's,
cares
and
about
I would save my last 2 picks for kickers and defenses.
Yeah, always. Unless
But there,
you're
it sucks
insane.
too because there's I feel like, and I don't want to like brag super much, but most leagues that I'm in, they don't draft 2 quarterbacks, so there's a lot of running backs and receivers that are on the board that usually won't be on the board, and one of
Oh,
them's
wow.
Jaden
Dalton.
Higgins. I really like Jaden Higgins this year. We're also looking at. Did he already go? Did he go?
I did. Yeah, I just went.
You did? Okay.
yeah,
Drafted the
standard.
Vikings defense.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's also where is he?
You're up, Spoon.
I know I am. I'm just gonna throw a guy in there. Did somebody draft
You can just say him. We can't take him. You can
did
just
somebody
say him.
draft Thielen?
No.
No, I don't know.
Or
I
unless
haven't seen him. I think so, actually. I think
I'm
somebody.
kind of
is
surprised to
thinking
still see him there. But anyway, yeah,
there he
I'm
is.
just
He's
gonna
right there.
I'm gonna go with a defense here. And
I mean, you can pick whatever you want. You can pick, because you
I'll
got
take
your
the
2
Pittsburgh
picks.
Steelers. Oh yeah, and then I get to pick my kicker. So let's go with a team that's gonna probably score a lot.
Let's just hope number 2 doesn't get the point.
Probably the Philadelphia Eagles are more than likely going to score a lot. So I'll take Jake Elliott.
I like it. All right, Dalton. Final
One
pick.
more pick. I could either. I'm doing either running back or tight end here. I think I'm gonna go.
Still some really
Scatterboo's
good.
there.
Still some
Jordan
really good
Mason's
tight ends on
there.
the board.
We got Colson Loveland. If you're going to fall into the Kyle Pitts trap, Zach Ertz, Hunter
I'm gonna
Henry.
go with the rookie.
All right. And then my final pick will be a kicker. And I'm just going to go Will Reichert out of Minnesota.
Love it.
All righty. Well, let's get a look. See here. Ooh, go down. Down. All righty. Here's the full draft. We're going to go over all of our teams real quick. Spoon ended up with Jamar Chase, Christian McCaffrey, Kyron Williams, James Cook, George Kittle, Chris Olave, Jerry Jeudy, Travis Hunter, Caleb Johnson, Josh Downs, Javonte Williams, Drake May, J.J. McCarthy, the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, and Jake Elliott. Dalton ended up with J.J., Terry McLaurin, Bucky Irving, Mike Evans, Sam Laporta, R.J. Harvey, George Pickens, Ted McMillan, almost said McLaurin again, Jalen Warren, Brock Purdy, Brandon Aubrey, Dak Prescott, Juwan Jennings, the Minnesota Vikings defense, and Cam Scatterbo. And then I ended up with Derrick Henry and Ashton Jeanty, DJ Moore, Breece Hall, Jalen Hurts, DK Metcalf, and Khalil Shakur, Travis Kelce, Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp, Michael Pittman. And then down here, you can't really see it, but it's J.K. Dobbins, Hollywood Brown, the Eagles defense, and Will Reichert. I feel like that's a pretty good little draft there, boys.
really-
mock
I-
1.0. You got
I really
any?
hope that we get some comments because I'm curious to know who they think won between the 3 of us. So
Ooh, let us know who you think won. Any last comments before we hop off here, boys? All right.
Nope.
Thanks
I
for
hope to do
thanks for
this
sticking
soon.
Around. We'll do a number 2 soon. We'll see y'all next time. Peace. Ooh, just got it.